Hi, I'm Alejandra Sardoyensa and I'm a freelance creative and sustainable influencer living in Copenhagen. And Copenhagen is known for its colorful fashion, a lot of dresses. The women are very tall and beautiful, the men as well. And I wanted to show another kind of fashion from someone living here in Copenhagen. And also this is a bit of a personal journey for me because I feel, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I've been talking about how I felt so gray and so beige and boring. And I guess this is a way like we all feel sometimes, and it's nothing weird about it, but it's boring. It's boring to feel like kind of ugly and kind of, you want to feel good. You want to feel good in the clothes that you wear. You want things to fit nicely. Also, I was watching Queer Eye, and I think Tan said something in an older season, an older episode of a girl. She was in the Sunshine Movement, and he was like, I'm not really quoting, but he said something like, everyone deserves to feel cute also when you're trying to save the planet. And we can do that by choosing more sustainable options like thrifting, making things ourselves, that kind of vibe. So yeah, I just wanted to show you 3 looks that have that little bit of a 70s vibe that I really love. And I think you can see this in my everyday style, but I wanted to do a little extra of that vibe, but still wearing clothes that are easily to find in the stores. And I hope you like this. And it would be super nice if you wanted to comment and just tell me how you are feeling right now about your own style and what kind of style, like clothing style, do you have? Are you also into the 70s or the 60s? Are you into more like oversized modern? Do you think in terms of silhouettes when you want to dress nicely? Like, it would be super fun to know what kind of a style everyone has. Okay, here we go. I'm wearing a pair of very 70s jeans from Jessie Cam. They are not from the actual 70s, but they definitely have that silhouette. They are a bit cropped, so they are not full length, which I think makes it more of a, instead of this glam 70s, it gives it more of a rock and roll 70s vibe. And I also really feel inspired by the men from the 70s, like rock and roll guys in like even the Beatles, Rolling Stones. Mick Jagger had great fashion in the 70s and the 60s, and maybe you can see that, but yeah, no bra. To get the look, I feel it's a lot about tucking in the shirt or the whatever you're wearing, the shirt or the blouse or the tank top in this case, because I felt like the 70s, they still wanted to look neat, even though they were rock and rolly. So these are my prescription glasses. They are big and they have toned glasses. A blazer jacket that is double-breasted, that has 2 rows of buttons, is actually very 70s. I remember when I was showing this to my husband, he was like, this looks like something from the he thought it looked like something from the 80s instead of the 70s. But I think this is a very 60s, 70s look. Maybe you could even have more cropped sleeves because they really liked things short. And this is a purse from Buckby. I got this because I create content for them. You gotta follow them on Instagram and support my content creation over there. It's a great bag. It can be used in many different ways, and the color is great for this look. Shoes. What shoes to wear? You can wear a pair of white sneakers. This pair are from Veja, but I think there are a few different sustainable brands out there that have this kind of tennis shoe. Is it called a tennis shoe? Like a tennis sneaker? And it doesn't matter if they are a bit worn, because when you look at photos from the 70s, I guess they wore their clothes more than we wear our clothes before we throw them out. So if they are a little dirty and worn in, that's perfectly fine. And I think also it's a nice feature to show your socks. So choose carefully when you are choosing your socks. I like these ones from Nudie. I've had them for many years and they are still kind of almost perfect in condition. Here's a little behind the scenes. I feel sometimes people imagine that everyone that posts YouTube content have a full team. But this is me. I'm doing everything. So I'm trying to style and be behind the camera and be in front of the camera and do everything by myself at the same time. And sometimes it's a lot. I wanted to show you the same look, but with a different shoe. So this boot in this light brownish color also is a good option. I think the color fits nicely with the style and with the outfit, and it also matches my bag. So if you have a boot, something like this, I think that's also a great option, and it looks cute. And yeah, I think I felt cool wearing this. Oh yeah, definitely feeling cool. You can also add a hat, something like this, or something like this, or something like this, maybe. I'm actually not great with accessories, but this is how I would wear a scarf with this look, and this kind of bigger silver rings is also a good option. Time for a second super cool look. I wanted to do a bit more feminine look, but still have the same feeling. So I found this denim skirt, and it's important that it has the right kind of shape. This is an A-line skirt, and it's quite short. A-line skirts paired with a thinner turtleneck gives it a nice 60s feeling. I was super lucky. I thrifted these boots, and I never find good shoes in the thrift stores. And by good shoes, I mean new shoes or barely worn shoes. I don't like buying very worn shoes, but these are perfect because they are very sleek and very neat and light, and that's the right feeling for a more 60s look. And also I felt the heel was right. I'm adding a thin wool sweater. This one I bought in the thrift store, and it's super soft. It's cashmere, and I don't remember whether I bought it from the men's sections or the women's sections. So if you are on the look for a sweater like this, I suggest you go to the men's section because that's where they are, and they're usually cheap, at least here in Copenhagen. I'm changing my big glasses to these smaller ones. I think they give another look. They look a bit more elegant. And these are my favorite earrings. These are from a little store that I found when I was in Berlin. It's called Folk Days. And the necklace is something I got, I think, when I was newly born. I don't know who gave it to me, if it was my parents or my aunt or someone else. But adding those little details makes it look, I don't know, both modern, because I feel the earrings are more modern, but also still with a little 60s twist with this pattern on my coat, the shape of the miniskirt, and then I'm adding this shopping bag that I think is so nice. My third look is a little layer on layer kind of action, wearing cool socks and denim on denim. I feel this is something we see a lot in photos from the 70s. I think my parents used to wear like a denim shirt and jeans, And I think it's such a nice vibe. And if you have the cropped jeans with a little flare or the longer flared classic 70s jeans, I think that's chef's kiss. Here I'm adding a belt. This belt I bought in San Diego when I was studying there like 11 years ago. It's been a while. I'm old. Yes. Adding my white Veja sneakers again, the earrings, and the glasses. I have finally realized that it's nice to have a few options when it comes to coats and jackets, because we wear this kind of outerwear, warmer jackets and stuff from September till May in Scandinavia, so it's nice not to only have one. This one I thrifted, it was quite cheap, and it's from a Danish brand called Ganni. So these were 3 looks that I'm happy with. I hope you like them too, and my little journey continues. There's still so much more I want to explore in order to refine what I like and makes me feel good. That was it. Please subscribe and hej då från Köpenhamn!